Queens, welcome back. So, did you ever feel like you gave so much and you were so kind and too forgiving, and people just wouldn't reciprocate and give this back to you? So, if you felt like in the past you've been burned by being too kind or too nice, then this video is for you. So today we're going to be talking about the nice girl syndrome and how the nice girl syndrome is keeping you single. So the first thing to know about being the girl that is too nice, and too nice can come in ways that are maybe atypical. Like, for example, you ended up being a girlfriend because you thought that by letting this man know you for a long time, then he would pick you. Then he would propose if only he tested you out long enough. Really and truly, you knew what you wanted. You wanted to get married, and you didn't want to wait a century for that, but you thought that you were being understanding and nice and just doing what the natural thing to do, in your eyes, was to wait for him. Wait for him for 2 or 3 years to propose, and maybe then he will pick you. So you've been auditioning. Another iteration of the nice girl is the girl that doesn't know how to say no. Like, if he cancels at the last hour, it's okay. I understand, right? If he reaches out to you the day before and he sets up dates with you, without enough notice, a day or two before, or even at the last hour on the same day, and you accept. Why? Because you were afraid that he would go away if you said no. That doesn't work. If you said to him, you know what? I'm looking to get married, not to be anyone's girlfriend. So no, I don't want to be your girlfriend or anyone's girlfriend. And no, I'm not going to accept last minute dates. You can set it up a week in advance if you're interested. Or you name it. You can think of the examples of when you have said yes instead of no, when you should have said no. So, no judgment. It has happened to the best of us, right? Now, we understand that a lot of this comes from childhood trauma, right? So perhaps you grew up in a family where you had to work for love. You had to work for it and earned love when you grew up. So that is a traumatic experience. Or perhaps sometime in your life, you went through some other trauma that had you work for love or not being enough, feeling like you were not being enough. So you constantly had to say yes to make sure you earn that person's love. So if in your case it comes from childhood trauma, I really hope that you are in therapy and that you get a chance to work on the underlying issues that may have caused you to be in that way. So maybe a lot of suffering in the past has caused you to have this, state of consciousness. So naturally, and I'll talk a little bit about karmic relationships because this relates to that a bit. The reason why I thought of making this video is because I know one of my clients was dealing with this. And of course, with her permission to talk about this anonymously, obviously, she has been in quite a few relationships where she has 2 kids from different dads that left her stranded. One of them abandoned her, for another woman, and the other one, he never married her, and he strung her along for about 8 years. She ended up pregnant, and now, she has to take care of the children on her own, because of course none of these men want to show up, right, and make front and be actual fathers to the children and provide and so on, right? So she came to me on to learn how to stop being so nice. So the first thing that we need to understand about this is that the reason why you're not saying no is because you are afraid that he will leave if you say no. For example, say you are in a relationship where you are paying 50-50 and you don't want that. Maybe at first you went along with it and you don't want that anymore, which you are totally allowed to do. This doesn't work for you anymore. So you didn't want to say no, this doesn't work for me anymore, because you are afraid that he will leave. Okay? So if you say no, I don't want to be anyone's girlfriend, I want to be a wife, you are afraid that he will go away if you say no. If you start saying no to last hour dates, last minute dates, and date cancellations, and this and that, what will happen if you say no to all these men? All of them will go away if you're so strict. But you only need one. I hope so. You only need one good man if you're looking for the one and looking for marriage, right? So you only need one good man that is crazy about you, that is so into you, and that you are his dream girl, right? So why focus on all the wrong men? Why do you want all the wrong men to stay? If they liked you so much, if they were into you so much, they would go with what you are needing, right? If you need respect of your time, of like, no, you're not accepting last minute dates, right? You need a week ahead to book your schedule, right? Or whatever. Someone that is really into you will respect your time. If you don't want to be paying 50-50, a man that is really, really into you would know that you need to feel protected financially and provided for financially for you to be able to relax and trust and be in your feminine energy, right? Maybe you don't need that, but maybe you do at your core, right? To be able to relax and feel secure. You say you don't need that, but at your core, you know that's what you need. So, you were afraid to lose all the wrong men. So what my client started to realize is that, yeah, go away. Go away if you're not right for me. If you're not that into me, go away. And that, ladies, that is when you stop the karmic relationships cycle. When you stop saying yes to people that are wrong for you. So when you start saying yes to the people that are right for you, that are so into you, that love you the way you are and respect your boundaries and the things you need. When they're so into you and they choose you, and you choose these people that choose you, when you only love those who love you, that's when you ended the karmic relationships pattern. That's when you've healed it. When you say yes to the people that want what you have to offer. So, not everybody wants what we have to offer. We are not for everyone. For example, in my channel, I talk about things that are counterculture of today's, society in the Western world, like North America and Europe. I don't cater to people who want to do what everyone does, right? And whoever wants to stay, stay. Whoever sees the value in what I have to offer will stay. So it's the same for you. Whatever guys stay because they are into what you have to offer, those are the ones for you. And when it comes to finding love and finding the one, it only takes one that is the right person for you, that chooses you. Okay? So don't be afraid if all these people leave. You will not end up alone, because you will find, or actually, the right person will find you. The right man will find you when you put yourself out there, right? So if they don't play by your rules, by your standards, they can go. If they're so into you, they will stay because they want to be with you that bad. And you only want those who want to be with you that bad anyway. Why do you want somebody who's not that into you? No. I want someone who's crazy about me, because why not? Life's too short. So, the duality. You need to be aware that part of your feminine energy is to have the dark feminine energy that I talk about so much. The dark feminine energy chooses herself first. She puts herself first. So, for example, if you can't be dealing with someone that sets up meetings with you or dates with you last minute, you put yourself first and you say no. Or if you don't want to be paying half of the bills for someone because you don't want to be someone's roommate, you put yourself first, and the answer is no. I don't need a roommate. Okay? So, being nice all the time is totally unnatural. The duality in nature, light and dark, night and day, right and wrong, up and down, it means you are nice when you need to be nice, and you are not so nice when you don't need to be nice. a bit of a bitch sometimes. And if bitch means you're saying no, so be it. Now, if there's no duality to you, if you're always so nice, it means that you're unauthentic to yourself. It means that you are not true to you. You do not choose you. You are not authentic to yourself. When you really feel like doing this and you're saying yes to all he wants. When you really feel like not waiting 2 years or 3 years to be married because you're already in your 30s and you can't be saying yes to that stuff. So when you're doing all these things, saying yes when you mean to say no, what you're being is fake. You're being fake as to manipulate him into staying with you. You are afraid of him going away. So with you being fake and unauthentic, this is why men don't love nice girls. Okay? Nobody likes nice girls when you're being unauthentic to you. The day that you choose you, guess who chooses you? Everyone else. So choose yourself and start saying no. If he goes away, let him go away. If it's fragile, let it break. Rock the fucking boat. Someone not, complying, rock the boat. Don't be afraid to rock the boat. If they want to leave, let them leave. But if it comes to choosing you, you have to put yourself first. So that is why men don't love nice girls. And that is why you need to love yourself first and choose you first. Let me know in the comments if you have been through this and if you have overcome this. What's your experience with being the nice girl? Talk to you guys later, okay? Bye now.